Hello, welcome to my art and cooking channel. I'm Cynthia Maynard. Thank you so much for joining me. Today I have something in my Strathmore watercolor visual journal, and here's where we're going with that. I was flipping through an art magazine and the little picture of flowers looked really inspiring to draw, so that's what I'm doing. So I'm sketching out with a pencil and then going in with just a light wash just to kind of establish some wetness on the paper that I could drop in colors. And then I'm using, I believe, my Rosa Gallery watercolors in this one. Of course, you could use whatever you have. And I'm just going in, laying in that foundational color just to kind of build on. Remember, when we paint, we want to build from the back or the bottom forward to the top. And so we have to kind of lay foundations for things to build on. So backgrounds and things like that. And that's what I'm doing with this sort of jug or pitcher of tulips-ish, sort of tulips. Of course, they're not super realistic, but they're close to very tulipy. So I'm going in with some different colors, some teals and pinks, and it probably would have been a good idea to do my background of the wall first, but to be honest, when I was first painting, I wasn't sure that I was going to do a background. But speaking of background to foreground, that would have been better, but you'll see later in the video that I do go in and color in the background. So again, as watercolor dries, it dries lighter than the color initially goes down. And then, of course, depending on how much water you use with it, the intensity of the pigment that's there. So just layering at this point, trying to just get some structure. And here I'm going into sort of, it's like one of those jugs that, like a ceramic jug with the little flowers painted on there, sort of the old-fashioned kind. That's kind of what I was going for. I had some bleeding. Some of my paint was still a little bit wet, so I'll go in and fix that up a little bit later. But so we have a bit of a mush going on in that little jug flower there. And again, just layering on with some darker colors just to get some dimension, and going in with a little bit of white as well. And so on and so forth. I hope you guys are doing well. If you don't mind hitting like, share, and subscribe, that would be great. And let YouTube know to share this video with others. Maybe that will be a help to their day. Going in now, I wanted to have some opacity, so I pulled out my gouache and was going for some white flowers there. So what started out to be white, and then I trimmed them with that blue. And since I already had green there, I needed something very opaque, and that can be difficult with watercolor, to have the white opaqueness stand up against the colors that you've put down on the paper already. So I'm going in with various blues, trying to fix up that flower, just giving some little sort of folk art feel. That's kind of what I was thinking of earlier when I was talking about the picture, that sort of folk art painting on there. And now I'm kind of going in with the background with just a light, I think I've got an umber there, if I remember correctly, but just a super light, tanny, yellowy, vanilla-y kind of color, just to kind of set off the picture of flowers. And it's amazing when you add that color how much it does pop. And then I'm putting extra leaves in, like a leaf behind the jug, so it kind of also gives that dimension. You see that little hanging leaf on the right. It was fun to paint. I really liked how this one turned out, and I hope you enjoyed it. Please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you guys so much for joining me again in another video. I know our time is precious. I hope you have a blessed day.